buried in darkness for nearly 2,000 years. Discovered by a shepherd boy in the Judean desert. And now, these ancient scrolls are changing how we understand the Bible today. Welcome to Elim Media Ministries, where we uncover the powerful truths of Scripture, history, and faith. In today's video, we explore the mystery and miracle of the Dead Sea Scrolls. What are they? Why were they hidden? And how do they prove the accuracy of the Bible? Stick with us as we reveal stunning facts, biblical connections, and the hidden hand of God behind this incredible discovery. You won't want to miss what's coming. This is more than archaeology, it's divine preservation. Let's dive in. Imagine stumbling across a hidden treasure that unlocks secrets from 2,000 years ago, texts that could rewrite our understanding of history, religion, and humanity. That's exactly what happened in 1947 when a Bedouin shepherd found the Dead Sea Scrolls in a cave near the Dead Sea. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss more deep dives into history. The Dead Sea Scrolls are a collection of ancient manuscripts, mostly written on parchment, discovered between 1947 and 1956 in 11 caves near Qumran, on the northwest shore of the Dead Sea in modern-day Israel. These scrolls date from around 250 BCE to 68 CE, making them over 2,000 years old. They were found by a young Bedouin shepherd named Muhammad Dib, who tossed a rock into a cave and heard a strange sound, pottery breaking. Inside, he found clay jars containing scrolls wrapped in linen. Over the next decade, archaeologists and Bedouins uncovered thousands of fragments from nearly 1,000 different manuscripts. These texts are written primarily in Hebrew, with some in Aramaic and Greek, and they include religious writings, community rules, and even some non-religious texts like poetry and legal documents. These are the oldest known copies of biblical texts, predating other manuscripts by centuries. So, who created these scrolls? Most scholars believe they were written by a Jewish sect called the Essenes, a group that lived in the Qumran community around the time of Jesus. The Essenes were known for their strict religious practices, communal living, and a belief that the end of the world was near. They separated themselves from mainstream Jewish society, possibly to preserve their traditions and prepare for a messianic age. The Qumran site, near the caves, had buildings, ritual baths, and a scriptorium, a room for writing, suggesting a community dedicated to copying and preserving texts. However, some scholars argue the scrolls could have come from Jerusalem or elsewhere, brought to the caves for safekeeping during turbulent times, like the Roman invasion around 68 CE. What's fascinating is the level of care in their work. Scribes followed strict rules to copy texts letter by letter, ensuring accuracy. But who were they hiding these scrolls from? And why go to such lengths to preserve them? What do you think? Were the Essenes preparing for the apocalypse, or were they just super-organized librarians? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The Dead Sea Scrolls aren't just one book, they're a library. They can be grouped into three main categories. First, biblical texts. About 40% of the scrolls are copies of Hebrew Bible books, like Genesis, Isaiah, and Psalms. These are the oldest known versions of the Old Testament, and they're remarkably similar to modern texts, showing how carefully they were preserved. For example, the Great Isaiah Scroll is nearly identical to the book of Isaiah we read today. Second, apocryphal and sectarian texts. These include books not in the modern Bible, like the Book of Enoch, and writings specific to the Qumran community, like the Community Rule, which outlined their daily life and beliefs. These texts reveal a group obsessed with purity, discipline, and a coming Messiah. Third, other writings. There are hymns, prayers, and even a mysterious copper scroll that lists hidden treasures. Think ancient treasure map. What's wild is the variety. Some scrolls predict apocalyptic battles, while others are like legal contracts or poetry. They give us a snapshot of Jewish thought at a pivotal moment in history. Fun fact, the Copper Scroll mentions 64 locations of hidden gold and silver. No treasure has been found yet, maybe it's still out there. The Dead Sea Scrolls are a big deal for several reasons. First, they're a time capsule of Jewish life and belief just before and during the time of early Christianity. They show us what people believed about God, the Messiah, and the afterlife in a world that was about to change forever. For biblical scholars, the scrolls confirm the accuracy of the Hebrew Bible's transmission over centuries. They also shed light on the diversity of Jewish thought. There wasn't just one Judaism but many competing ideas. For Christians, the scrolls provide context for the world Jesus lived in. Some ideas, like a coming Messiah or communal living, echo early Christian practices. However, no Da Vinci Code secrets here. Finally, they're a testament to human dedication. Whoever hid these scrolls risked everything to preserve their beliefs, knowing they might never see them again. Today, they're housed in the Israel Museum's Shrine of the Book, and digital scans make them accessible to everyone. Want to explore the scrolls yourself? Check out the digital archive at deadseascrolls.org.il, link in the description. The Dead Sea Scrolls aren't just dusty old papers, they're a window into a world of faith, conflict, and hope that shaped the modern world. From a chance discovery in a cave to a global treasure, they remind us how fragile and precious our connection to the past is. What's your favorite part of this story? The mystery of the Essenes, the biblical texts, or maybe that elusive treasure map? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this dive into history, give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more stories that bring the past to life. Until next time, keep exploring.